Hello and welcome to the channel. From my collections, I will today present you a very beautiful French-made camera called Gaumont Reporter. Also, I've seen this used like Spido Pliant strut folding camera, something similar, but at least I've gotten to know this as Gaumont Reporter. Gaumont is a rather interesting company with an interesting history from France. I will put some links to description to tell more about the company. Based on what I know of this one is from around 1930s. So let's take a look at this. It's actually a nice complex. So with this one came the original Gaumont film holder. Basically a magazine. So this one is you pull it out and there's slides inside there that will exchange, and you pull this out and push in like a kind of a revolver style. Here it says appareils for the Gaumont. Can't say everything, this address and Paris. So this is where it was made. This rear is made from wood. I'm a bit hesitant this one. Some of these work really well for such old devices. Unless I have checked this, I'm not really willing to do the pull in motion with this one. This is what it looks like. Let's open this rear up. I hope there's the latch. And there's the second latch. There's two latches there to open it up. Here's the back itself. All these latches to attach it in place. Very heavy because actually since it's this heavy, I don't know if it's partially made from metal. Outside is wood. Very pretty leather again. Handle. Here you can see the front when it's not in use. I hope you're able to see it here in this light. But this is like a shutter blind. So it's made from narrow strips of wood attached to each other that will roll in and out and rotate out of the way of the film. So this is actually very fine, relatively fine mechanics and made from wood. But very heavy, could actually have the original glass plates inside. Better not touch. As you can see the camera here. So here's the focal plane shutter. It's in relatively okay condition. Here's the velvet plush or whatever it is to protect against light leakage. Let's see if we can this one more. Ooh, I think this might actually work. Do we give it a try? Wait. Okay. The shutter button was okay, it's one of these here. Let's see. I have no idea what the settings are, but let's see if it will work. Okay, it didn't quite work. Maybe it needs more tension. Yeah, I think it's a bit stuck. Needs probably a proper cleanup. This is interesting is that this camera body has been done completely out of metal. Or is it actually? No, it's metal. Metal, and it's polished shiny. There's some brass parts here, so brass screws, very fine detail. And let's look here. Here's the operational panel, or whatever you call it. The shutter settings, basically the gap width of the shutter, the speed and so on. So all the different settings for the shutter. This is actually, I think, most likely bulb or some other settings, R and L, most likely French. If any of you viewers have any of the idea what this RL could stand in the French context, let me know. Some other buttons. I haven't gotten to use this one. Okay, that's how you release the tension, because of the fact that it's, well, old and hasn't been cleaned through, but it's very pretty. Hasn't been damaged much. So this is a focal plane shutter. Sorry, I came a bit late to this. This is a focal plane shutter strut type press camera. This originally was easy to kind of like push in and pull out this lens board and these struts open. Now they definitely need a cleanup and lubrication. There's leather here, simple leather bellows. Actually, these are in quite a good condition, as are the struts. They're just really dirty. I think someone painted the struts a bit. It's got still the original polish, metal polish underneath. Here's attachment for the tripod, really heavy, sturdy, few screws missing, made from brass. Here's some piece, I would guess this is probably for a flashlight, since this is from 1930s, 1920s. And here's another gigantic piece of brass, which is used for attaching the tripod. Handle, still original. I like how they kind of, I don't know, not wire brushed, but made this metal. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got kind of like really microscopic lines, and all the screws are perfectly flush. So they really went the effort to make it look pretty. But yeah, what can you expect with French? And this one, it's all metal frame finder, which matches with this one here. And then, I don't know if you can see there, behind here, there's numbers for focusing, so you just move the lever, and as you move the lever you can see where the setting, as you're looking through the viewfinder, you can see what the setting of the lens is, how far it's focused, what's the focus distance where it's focused. The front part of the camera, unlike many others made at the time, this is also full metal handles, I don't know, cast, most likely, very pretty handles. And not sure if this is the original one. French had their own lens production as well, but this is Carl Zeiss Tessar, which was pretty much one of the top of the line lenses at the time. You have the traditional movements up and down of the lens panel. So, and yeah, here you can see the, let me show you. There you can see that it says Gaumont. And there's actually some wear here in the panel, in here and in here. So it's obviously, yeah, it's been used. Interesting enough, meaning this shiny one is coating and it's most likely brass underneath. But it's quite a heavy camera. Let's put this one back. It would have been nice to show you. I think I will another time show another plate magazine how it works. I have a few which I know that works, so I can carefully try to recycle the film inside. Okay, what made me interested in this camera? For one, it's French. A lot of the press cameras of this type, or the other variations, they were either German or British. And then there were, of course, the Americans, which did their own style press cameras, meaning, okay, definition of press camera for you, those who haven't seen my earlier videos. So it's just a camera that was made for kind of professional news photographer use, with often certain features. Easy to use quick viewfinders, focal plane shutter, not always though, recyclable magazine, which allows you to rotate film quickly, pull out front standard quickly, high quality lens, made a bit more robust, attachment for flash gun. So yeah, these are kind of the standard features what you'd expect from a press camera at the time. But what came to why I chose this was because I liked how knobs, everything was done very, I don't know, looks very pretty, like a jewel, like the shiny metal surfaces, all metal, and it being French. So much is German, American, English. Where else? I have cameras of this type from this era from Japan. To be honest, the Japanese one most likely looks like a German copy of an Ernemann camera. But nonetheless, and the French, they did a lot of other cameras too, some really quirky, weird, but at the same time very good looking, nice looking contemporary cameras. This is again one of those cameras because of the level of shininess and everything. This would definitely attract attention if you would take this outside to take photographs with. So like I said, I will put into description more information about Gaumont as a company. It is a rather interesting history. And thank you for watching and see you in the next video.